Hey everybody, my name is Koei, and this is just a PSA for the public. I'm here interviewing a former assistant manager from Dominos. The location is 13220 Starkey Road, Suite 100, Largo, Florida 33773. Uh, oh boy, let's get started. So, the current manager's name at the store as of the beginning of October is named Jeff, and the franchise owner we believe is named Steve. Uh, so, could you tell me how long about you worked at this location?
I was there about 3 weeks, so from the end of September to like the beginning of October of 2022.
Okay. And what would you say would be the state of the cleanliness of the front main public part of the store?
Front main public part of the store, like the lobby area, was presentable, but once walking into the bathroom, which is also a part of the public area, the bathroom was absolutely horrendous. Um, Toilet seat was filled with shit stains, pee all over the toilet seat, all over the bottom of the base of the toilet seat, the floor. The mirror was extremely dirty. No paper towels in the paper towel dispenser, no soap in the soap dispenser. The sink was absolutely disgusting. It looked like someone would go in there throughout the day and like brush their teeth and then just leave like the toothpaste residue all over the sink. Garbage can was absolutely disgusting, very dusty. Didn't look like it was ever like wiped down to be presentable. There were cleaning products in the bathroom, but they were never opened or ever used. The walls of the bathroom was just filled with pee and shit as well. It was horrendous, horrible.
Uh, what would you say is the cleanliness of the food prep area?
Food prep area, the cleanliness, it didn't get cleaned until later on that night at closing. So throughout the day, it was never wiped down to, look presentable for the customers that walked in. The floor was never, swept throughout the day, within every other hour or something like that. So yeah, it just how they started throughout the day, going throughout the day was how they would end the night up until closing, and that's when it's like, okay, let's clean all this up.
Uh, what was the state of the food prep utensils that you guys had to use for, cutting the pizzas, serving the pizzas, running the pizzas through the oven?
Food prep utensils, they were never sanitized every 2 hours like they're supposed to be, according to the trainings that I've taken, the training videos that I've watched. Um, they, when cutting like a pizza cutter, they were never wiped down within like cutting between multiple pizzas, so you have an issue of cross contamination there. The pizza screens, it was an issue where there was one time where one fell on the floor and me getting ready to actually take it back to the dishwashing area to wash it. I was instructed by the store manager not to do that, to just run it through the oven because the heat will kill off the germs. So far as in preparation for the utensils and everything like that, you have, like I said, you have issues of it being cross contaminated. You have issues of just having things picked up off the floor, ran through the oven, thinking that the heat is going to always kill the germs and being used again throughout the day. Never cleaned until later on that night. And they were supposed to be sanitized every 2 hours. That never happened.
Uh, what kind of cleaning practices were you instructed to use by Jeff, the manager?
Cleaning practices, um, when cleaning throughout the night, we were instructed obviously to sweep the floor, sweep the lobby, which was done. We was instructed to mop the floor, mop the lobby, which was done. But the only issue with that was I was instructed not to change the mop water, which smelled and looked like it's been sitting there for a couple days. I was instructed not to, change it out just because that was fresh water. So, me being told by my store manager, of course I did what my store manager told me to do. Mop the floor, mop the lobby with that same disgusting smelly water. And once I got done, I had an employee come in from doing a delivery. When he walked in, he asked what that smell was, and I instructed to him, or told him that it was the water that I was instructed to use, the mop water that I was instructed to use to mop the lobby. He himself even said that it smelled like shit. It smelled like sewer water, and it was absolutely horrible.
It's not like that stuff's expensive to use either. Okay, what kind of food saving practices were you instructed to use by Jeff, that manager?
Food saving practices was once closing throughout the middle or throughout the end of the night, prepping and everything, taking like the bins out to put them back into the freezer. Um, I was instructed to take things from the bottom of the catch tray, which is the catch tray is basically the area where the food that didn't land on the pizzas or anything is caught throughout the day and throughout the night. I was instructed to go through those catch trays, pick through those catch trays, and take out any meats that were in those catch trays and put them back in the bins. Now, the meats included sausage, bacon, turkey, ham, whatever meat that they use on the pizzas. I was instructed to take those out of the catch trays and put them back into the bins to use the very next day because meats were expensive and we couldn't afford to just throw it out even though they've been sitting in those catch trays since they opened up at like 11 in the morning. So throughout the day, you have all of that being mixed in with sauce and cheese and just other things that just can, fall within there. But I was instructed to pick through and save as much as possible because it was expensive.
So even if they had been cleaning throughout the day and wiping down the food prep area, all that dishwater, all that soapy nastiness is getting all over that meat and cheese. All that sauce is mixing in, that barbecue sauce, the pasta sauce, all of that getting mixed into those food catch trays, burnt pieces, everything. Any sort of different kind of stuff all in those catch trays, and you had to pick through and take out the meat and put them back into the fresh bins
Yes,
for the next day.
yes.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. What kind of cleaning practices did you observe from the employees?
The cleaning practices I observed from the other employees would be the same cleaning practices that the store manager instructed them to do. So whatever he instructed them to do, however he taught them, that's exactly what they were doing. Far as in not changing out the mop water, um, cleaning, not cleaning the food prep area throughout the day, only cleaning it at night. No one ever cleaned the bathroom. Dishes were cleaned later on at night, like they weren't cleaned or sanitized throughout the day. So, however he instructed them to do, that's how they followed.
Okay. Did you observe any hand washing practices or hygiene practices from your coworkers or the management?
Hand washing practices were done by some of the employees, but I must say, when it came to hand washing from the actual store manager, I have never seen him wash his hands. He would step outside. He would fix up a pizza or whatever came to him. Once he got done, he would step outside, go have a cigarette, chain smoke a cigarette for what, maybe a minute, come back inside, don't wash his hands, don't even put sanitizer on at the most, and but just start prepping food. So you have him coming outside, touching on doors that have germs, going outside smoking, smoking on a cigarette, coming right inside and prepping your food while smelling like cigarettes, hands smelling like cigarettes, dirty from the cigarette, but just not washing his hands at all.
Uh, and my final question for you is the franchise owner, Steve, aware of all the practices being done?
There was a time where he was getting ready to come in. There weren't any extra cleaning done, no preparing for him to come in. So, but everyone knew he was coming in, and with him coming in like that, and like I say, no extra cleaning or anything being done, I'm more than sure he was definitely aware of what was going on in that store, in that location.
So he saw the state.
He saw, yes, he definitely saw the state of the food prep line and how it was not clean throughout the day and only cleaned at night, because of the fact that he was there throughout the day. He definitely saw the state of how that store is ran and what things are done and what things are not done.
Is there anything else you wanted to add to this?
I would just say, just for those of any customers that do order from that location, just please be careful in regards of any kind of food allergies that they may have, just because of the fact that me experiencing and seeing how things were done, I wouldn't even recommend my own self to eat there, just because it's how unsanitary it is and how you can put yourself at risk and not even know it. So just be careful of and be mindful of the fact that they don't clean and sanitize things like they're supposed to.
Well, there you have it, guys. Domino's, I hope you hold your franchise owners accountable for your chains so that this doesn't happen at multiple locations for your company. We don't want to be, I hope you don't want to poison your customers. I'm out of respect for them, I'm keeping their voice anonymous and their position anonymous. But this is from a former assistant manager from this year, just last month. So stay safe out there, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Good luck.